Traveling would be so much easier and cheaper if you worry about airfares. This is most of the time the largest expense of a trip. However, you can find hundreds of great deals online every day. And in this video, we'll share with you some of the best tips and tricks that you can use to save money on your flights. So if you're wondering how to find cheap flights to practically anywhere in the world, then keep watching this video. We're gonna start our list with comparing your prices in Incognito, normal browsing, and VPN. Many people would say that the trick of booking cheap flights in Incognito is a myth, and that's why instead of booking, try first browsing in Incognito and compare the prices. Today, most websites on the internet store your data in cookies, and prices might change if you search the same route multiple times in Incognito. Another tested method while searching for cheaper flights is to try using a VPN to change your browsing location. Prices are oftentimes displayed differently in different locations, and this approach can sometimes help you save money on your flights. But don't just stick to Incognito and VPN. Research thoroughly and always compare. Another alternative you should know about is decreasing your costs with miles and airline credit cards. Even if you're not a frequent flyer, you probably know about the advantages of miles and airline credit cards. And if you're someone who flies frequently, then we suggest you get these credit cards from as many different companies as you can. This can help you earn bonuses with every purchase you make, and in exchange you can use your bonuses for your baggage fees or even get free flights if you have enough points. Enjoying this video? Then subscribe to this channel to get more travel hacks content. Another tip for getting a cheap flight would be to figuring out the cheapest payment method. Choosing the right payment method is another very important step. Using a credit card isn't always ideal, and sometimes you can save more while using online money transfer apps. However, keep in mind that this isn't bringing you any extra points or miles. Which brings us to our next step. Find the cheapest place to fly in. Even if you know the precise location you're flying to, you can oftentimes save money by flying to a nearby city and then making your way to your desired destination. There are a number of tools that can help you in identifying the cheapest flight for any cities, but you can also do this manually by checking the prices online. Being flexible regarding your flight destinations can almost always help you save more. And once you know the destination and the date, the next step would be to setting price alerts. This is one of the main advantages of browsing your flight early. You have plenty of time to search for cheap flights, and hence there's no need to book your flight right away. But instead you can set price alerts that will notify you whenever the prices go down. As you probably know that airfares vary daily, and sometimes even a small drop can potentially save you a fortune. And with that being said, you might be wondering, what's the right time to book your flight? We all know that airfare rises the closer you get to a departure date, and that booking in advance is a great way to get a cheap flight. But do you know that there's a thing called a sweet spot date? This is the period at which airlines start increasing their prices based on the demand and supply at that moment. This usually happens between 6 to 8 weeks before the departure date, or up to 3 months if you're traveling somewhere in the peak season. So have this in mind when you book your next flight. Another alternative you should know about is the 23-hour checkback strategy. Most airlines provide full refunds up to 24 hours after your booking. This could be your chance to clear your cookies, start browsing, and compare the prices to see if it has dropped somewhere else. And if you do find a cheaper flight somewhere else, then you can either cancel your booking or update it if it's with the same company. Do you think there are any other tips or tricks on how to find cheap flights online? If yes, then let us know in the comments below.